So then what would you say? This is me playing devil's advocate because you and I basically agree on like 99% of things. So this is me as well, actually, no, I was going to say this is me as an indigenous person, but I don't want to. Let's pretend. Let's pretend an indigenous person walks up to you and says, "Look, I hear what you're saying, but it hurts me and my people to celebrate a country that, killed my ancestors and abused us and treated us terribly. How can I reconcile the pain that my people have felt with the apparent pride we should have in this country?"
Well, I think there's a couple things to unwrap there. The first is that and one of the things that these activists are capitalizing on is the profound ignorance of most Canadians of their own history. I know JJ McCullough, I think we were chatting earlier, had a tweet that encapsulated this perfectly. Can't remember exactly what it said, but it's basically that most Canadians are debating these different historical figures after Googling them 5 minutes earlier. And so I think that's a big challenge, and that's a big challenge for all Canadians, indigenous or not. It's a profound amount of misinformation. The truth is that many of the challenges faced by Indigenous communities um, predate predate John A. Macdonald, certainly. And when you want to talk about colonialism, I mean, colonialism, if you in the context of history, was an inevitability. I mean, if the British didn't come to North America, somebody else would have come to. I mean, France was here already. Spain was here in different areas already, and so that was the case. And since Canada was founded in 1867, I think we've done as good a job as any other country in the world of being tolerant and creating a place where people can come and succeed and raise their families. And we've been far from perfect, but that seems to be the quote that I'm looking at it is activists are trying to get people to see the glass as 50% empty when in reality it's 95% full. So there is a matter of perspective and optics, but there's also a huge level of misinformation that's being thrown into the mix as well. And look, 100 years from now, 200 years from now, how are we going to look? Are we going to look perfect? Probably not, because we keep moving as a society forward into the future and improving and reflecting on our mistakes and getting better. So are we going to tear down all of our past of everything that we're doing now in the future? I don't think so. And I think it's gone to a point of ridiculousness where the next thing is they're going to be going around house to house trying to get us to tear portraits down of our own grandparents because they didn't meet some kind of magical moral standard that we've reached in the last half decade that wasn't apparently obvious to people growing up 100 or 80 years ago.
Yeah, well, I certainly don't want to see my statue torn down. I think that would be just tragic for the country. But if you like that video and want to see more, please make sure to subscribe to the Post Millennial. For daily news and content, please go to thepostmillennial.com and consider becoming a member. For $5 a month, you can get rid of all the advertisements on the site. If you like what I'm wearing on my head, you can go to shop.postmillennial.com where we have beanies, mugs, and t-shirts. Please consider supporting the Post Millennial however you can. It's massively appreciated. Thank you.